Oh, gosh. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome to the morning stretch. As we have beatboxing from yours truly, Matt Engelbrecht.
Hello. Good morning.
It is a morning stretch, and it's a Thursday morning. Good morning, Tricia Sloma, along with Matt Engelbrecht, and we've got Kirsten Glover there.
Hello, hello.
Kirsten's a morning producer. I apologize. I have in my cheek a cough drop. It's a lozenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, what do you actually call it?
I call it a lozenge, and this is what's so funny. Matt, you will appreciate this. She had no idea what a lozenge was.
Oh, okay. Well,
Apparently that's
a
too
formal
old of a
way
word.
No, it's
too
a
old.
formal way of a cough drop.
I've
An old
never
lozenge.
heard it.
It's
I've
just
never heard of
kinda
lozenge.
Yeah.
You know,
I will
these kids
say,
today.
the professional you are, so you've had that for your throat, and you're
Yeah,
told not
it's
to
working.
take mint, not to take menthol cough drops.
Yep.
We'll call them cough drops. Through the entire morning show, you were working with that in your mouth. You'd take it out here and there, but I mean, I had no idea. I was just like, that's a professional. That is a pro.
Is that what impresses you? Because really,
Yes.
I mean, that's, wow.
That is not an easy thing to do,
Nope.
to of course, read what's going on or also broadcast the news while also taking care of your throat in that kind of way.
Oh, that's so true.
Good on you, Tricia.
No, thank you. People have noticed my voice has been going.
Mm-hmm.
It has been rough this past month. I had a couple of illnesses back to back, and I'm paying for it with my voice. So I finally went and saw a doctor, and they said that menthol cough drops or lozenges, Kirsten, are actually terrible for your throat. They can actually dry you out and irritate a little bit more.
Yeah.
They're probably good for a cough, kind of open up the passageways and everything as far as that goes. But when it comes to your vocal folds, your vocal cords, they say avoid menthol, go with the pectin, and they sell them right beside it.
Yeah.
I think it's an old-fashioned brand, LUDEN''S.
Now, I'll take an old-fashioned.
Ludens.
The drink.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm using, and it works. It works. I love it.
Question everybody wants to know, though. I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in. They're all asking the same thing. How
What?
has this affected your singing voice? That's the golden pipes of Tricia Sloma. During the commercial breaks, I hope that we're getting back to a place. I need 100% with the golden pipes.
Really? Okay, so folks, I have never been accused of being a great singer. Never.
Not a mistake.
In fact, when I'm in church, I apologize to the people in front of me. When church is over, I always say, hey, have a great day. And by the way, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
You just got to sit in front. That's all you have to do.
Oh, that's true.
Just sit in front.
Yeah. I mean, it's so bad you repent after service.
Exactly. Hey, it's a first alert weather day. We could go on and on with the insults and but we do need to talk about this being a first alert weather day because it's a concern, especially as we head into the weekend, right?
Yeah, in fact, we're going to be singing in the rain coming up for our Friday
I see
night.
what you did there.
That's an easy one. Yeah, softball. But here's a look at it. So again, a lot of stuff going on. We're talking about Hunter Ice Festival.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're looking at light rain trying to move in late Friday night. So that timestamp, Saturday at 12 a.m., what that is saying is around midnight, this is Friday midnight, our first system starts to move in with more of a mix. So again, right around midnight, as we go through the morning, the atmosphere is going to try to cool down and give us about 1 inch to 2 inches of snowfall. But the big thing to remember
that
about
noise?
this, but...
Okay.
But the scientist in me wants to remind you that no snowflake is alike and no system of snow is alike. This one is going to be a little bit harder to shovel. There's going to be more weight behind these snowflakes with the water content being elevated.
Okay. Well, and I think, Kirsten, a lot of people are looking forward to the weekend. We had put together something special for tomorrow. Maybe we hold off on that. What do you want us to talk about right now?
Well, we can start off with the space launches that have been going on.
That's
Space
right.
launch.
Absolutely.
I think what's really cool here, and let me see if I can get it pulled up. NASA is not behind these. This is contracted with private businesses, right, Matt?
That's right. Yeah, we're starting to see a second private company come into the space race. You've heard about it every now and then. Elon Musk is SpaceX. He was at the forefront launching rockets, landing them, catching them, doing all this stuff. It's really been one private company that's been very successful in launching and recapturing the rockets. Now we have Jeff Bezos and his company, Amazon fame, and doing all these other things. He successfully launched a rocket. I don't say he, but his company and his team, while we were sleeping. This was 2 o'clock in the morning. They successfully launched.
Right, and this is called Blue Ring. This is to move satellites around. And this is what kind of excites me because it really disturbs me that we have so many satellites and actually several of them aren't even working. They become what's known as space junk.
Space junk. Yeah, there's a feed you can follow with the International Space Station where they will tell you if they're having to make emergency maneuvers. So anything as small as even a grain of sand moving in space can create a lot of problems for people on board the International Space Station, people out there in space. There's a lot of space junk out there. And as you mentioned that, Tricia, right now it's about getting to space, trying to maneuver satellites around. Eventually, there's thoughts about a giant vacuum cleaner type
That's cool.
piece of equipment that helps alleviate some of the space junk that is out there. Because the more people you put in space, the more you have to keep track of each thing that you throw out there.
Well, any tiny bit that you mentioned, particle, can injure an astronaut who is performing a spacewalk, not to mention hurt the thermal material that surrounds either the craft or their space suits. There's so much at play here, and it is costly.
Yep.
So when that junk, literal junk, is left up there and not moved out of the way, it's creating quite the hazard that is costly.
Yeah, and in space, as we've discussed before, it's hard. So you take these really small baby steps. It doesn't sound like much to put a rocket in space. It doesn't sound like much to put a rocket in space and try to touch or move a satellite, but it has to start somewhere. And that's what we've seen with this second coming of the space race. And you can speak to that a little bit. Like, what have you seen in terms of the private companies coming together for the space race?
Well, it just seems like it's a repeat of the original space race of who's going to get to the moon first. And now it's who's going to touch Mars.
Who's got the money?
Yes. And now it's all the billionaires coming in to put their hand in the pot kind of thing. And I'm interested to see who's going to do it, but at what cost?
Right.
At what cost? Yeah, and it's some of it's bragging rights alone, you know? But with every bit of the bragging rights comes valuable research, right, Matt?
Yeah, double-edged sword. Obviously, we want to go to Mars for research, for scientific study. Getting there are, since these are private companies, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, they didn't get to where they are free. They're business people. And there is money to be made in space exploration. And that's really kind of that last hurdle that the NASA had to get people over, is that there is a business to be made out of the space race, out of space exploration. And once you get over that hurdle, then people start seeing, oh, yeah, we'll go there because it's cool, but also to make some money.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of hurdles, there's an equestrian team. Jumping.
Nice.
They do jumping, but they also do performances. We're talking about the Black Horse Troop out of Culver. Did you see the story? They're going to the inauguration yet again. And Kirsten, I love this story. And you said, let's talk about it on the morning stretch, right?
Well, it'd be nice. It's somewhere local, and they're going to have a hand in the inauguration.
I know, it's so cool.
This
is really neat. And it's not just that they're going to be in a parade. They have been training since something like October, for months now. They've been training. And what I think is really cool here, Matt, they pull ambulances, they turn out the lights, they turn on sirens. They put things in place here so that these horses learn the distractions that come with a high energy crowd, spectator type situation where there could be some dangerous things at play.
Training.
Yeah.
You're training these horses not to respond to those outside forces. I always remember back to the spaghetti westerns where the horse gets scared and throws the cowboy off the horse.
Right.
They're training so that does not happen in case of an emergency or something tragic ends up happening. Everybody is cool, calm, collective to, there it is. I mean, you see the footage on your screen there.
I mean, it freaks me out.
Right. And the
those horses just know to keep going forward.
Oat bag.
These
find
horses
the
look
oat
like they could
bag.
handle anything. I've seen videos of people training horses, and they get a big old blue tarp in there,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and they're trying to startle them as much as possible, and it takes a lot of work.
Oh, for sure.
Have you ever ridden a horse, Tricia?
I have.
Yeah?
My cousins did contest horses. That means they did barrel racing, flag racing, that kind of thing. So you're doing it for contest for time. They did it for 4-H, FFA,
Yeah.
and my county fairs. But they also were on a horse traveling circuit, and they did a lot. And my family, we would go and support them. So every now and then I'd get on their horses. May I just say, when horses are trained for contest, they move fast.
Yeah.
So this little girl was not fond of galloping horses all the time. So it's like you would know how to get them into a trot, but they would almost immediately go into a canter. And I would be bouncing around. So I'd be like, Mom, get me off. My cousins were always coming to the rescue, but they were all older than me. I love them dearly and great memories, but they're the ones who did it. And my sister and I, we were just kind of like spectators.
Yeah. And you see a video like this, being up against a horse or on a horse, you can really feel the power
Yeah.
of these animals.
And yet they are disciplined. Those riders are disciplined. It can be, I mean, people joke about what this does to your leg muscles and your butt muscles and your thigh muscles, but it's so true. And so much subtle movement by that rider can indicate what goes on with that horse. So it can be anything from a nudge with the rein or even with the legs. And so important. These athletes, and I mean athletes, these equestrians are really trained to do the work, and it's hard. They're doing a great job though. So hats off to Culver Academies. These students come in from all over, by the way. This is a private school. This is a military school. They are boarded through the year. They already put up a lot of sacrifice to be apart from their families, to be at Culver Academies. This is just another honor that they received to be a part of this special inauguration. So pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Kirsten, the parade's coming up, and I know you had those in the notes too. The parade is coming up on Monday. We can watch it here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I think.
And the parade steps off.
It'll be
3
at
o'clock?
3 o'clock. Yes, Monday
3 o'clock.
afternoon.
Parade's
Okay,
at 3
got it.
o'clock. We'll have coverage all throughout the day.
Absolutely.
I don't think we have a
Specific time for the
noon show.
Culvers.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
We do not have a noon show on Monday. I do know that.
All coverage, yeah.
So it's all coverage. We don't know specifically when you could see the Culver Academies, so just keep watching. And that parade is always fun to watch. It's an honor. You can see dignitaries marching too. So did you just belch?
I
Take a moment here for Matt.
sorry.
I know the parade starts
Little
at
gassy?
3, but
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the full coverage, I believe, starts at 10.
Okay.
Just so you know.
sorry.
All right. Hey, Hunter Ice Festival. We
Need a
want to
lozenge.
talk. Do you?
No.
Hunter Ice Festival is a cool honor in our area, folks. This is the 21st Hunter Ice Festival. It's going to get underway tomorrow afternoon in Niles. Boy, they do it right up there.
Love it. Yeah, this is one of the, and we've talked about that last week. We were talking about this, Tricia, and how unique it is to Michiana from a national perspective. Like, people know about this ice festival, and it's one of those where if you live in the South or you live on the West Coast, that you see like top 10 festivals to attend in the United States. This is one of them that people want to see, because it's rare that we get not only the ice and the cold air, but artists to come out and do something beautiful with that ice as well.
Well, and I think it's cool. Kirsten, we have it planned to be live there on the morning show tomorrow morning.
Yes, we're hitting 4 times. We're gonna take a look at
Excellent.
some
Wow.
sculptures.
Yeah,
And
actual
they'll do
live
it in
carving.
front of us. It takes all of like 5 minutes.
I always
and
feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to distract you. Can we count your digits?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, just make sure that you
Don't
have all
screw
of
with
those
us
there.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. So do tune in. And then things kick off tomorrow afternoon. Folks, I have the itinerary, the agenda that they have. They have everything from interactive games. You can play ping pong on ice. That's really cool. They have golf on ice. They have brand new pickleball play on ice. I think they've built a course that you can play pickleball on. There's all sorts of things going on. Ice fight at the amphitheater. They have an ice cream booth, if just in case you're craving something sweet. So these are the kind of things you can enjoy. This Hunter Ice Festival getting underway tomorrow afternoon. But first, tune into the morning shows so that you know what to expect through the weekend. Weather-wise through the weekend, when's going to be the best day to enjoy everything, Matt?
It's going to be tough because it's an ice festival. So you want to be out in the elements when you're enjoying the ice festival. I just want to make sure that we're safe getting there and coming back. But each day looks good through the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now, Sunday and Monday, it's going to be cold. Monday especially is going to be cold, but the next couple of days, I think we're going to be dodging some lake effect snow on Sunday, some heavy system snow on Saturday. But as I mentioned, they're going to an ice festival.
I know.
Let's make it snow, man.
That's what you want. It's the backdrop. It's the photo op. It's everything. So we certainly
Just
hope
be safe
everybody
getting there, please.
will enjoy. All right, Kirsten, anything we need to add to this?
Oh, I don't know. I want to go to this festival.
I know.
Honestly, being from here, I'm also a homebody, so I stay at home a lot.
When you say you're not from around here, you're from nearby.
But like
Valparaiso is
it
where
feels
she
like a
grew
whole
up.
other world, though.
It does.
I mean, you guys do so much more out here than what I'm used to. I mean, we're used to just going shopping.
I heard there's a really, really prestigious university in town. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's like you got Notre Dame, and then this one is way up here. But I can't. The name escapes me.
Purdue, perhaps?
Nope.
That's where I went. I went to PNW.
Yes, and you know what? People don't realize in the northwest corner of the state of Indiana, there is a Purdue campus, and they
There's
do
two
quite
of them.
well.
Yep.
Yes, there are.
There's one in Westville and then Hammond. That's where I went. And then, of course,
That's so cool.
there is Valpo
There it
University.
is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Valparaiso
That's
University.
where Matt went to school.
The Fighting Beacons. We changed our mascot. We were the Crusaders, now they're Beacons. It's fine.
What is it now?
We're the Beacons. We're a source of light
Oh,
in a dark world.
that's nice.
Right. When you're out on the football field, it's not. We're a source of light.
We're the source of light.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sure.
We're going to give you a big hug.
Shining bright in Northwest Indiana.
It's fine. We're Beacon.
Folks, that's going to do it for our morning stretch. We're so glad you could join us. Have a great day. We'll pick up again next week, but in the meantime, enjoy. Tune in tomorrow morning for the very latest on Hunter Ice Fest and so much more as we head into a busy weekend. Have a great day, everyone. So long.